Hi, how's it going?
It's been alright.
I thought there was some place called the Pit Stop around here.
Oh yeah, the food truck?
Oh, the food truck. Okay, I thought it was a
It's a
restaurant.
food truck. Nah, it's a food truck.
Okay.
Do you need food?
Yeah, I could do with a meal.
Yeah, sure. Me send you the menu.
Okay.
Here you go.
Hey, the shaken burger looks good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just a slipstream, I think.
Okay. So a shake and a burger.
Yes, please.
Okay. Can I have your state ID?
It's 19936.
Okay.
Yeah, just drove up here to get to the prison, but I got there way too early, so I thought I'd come look for a food place.
Oh. Why are you going to the prison?
I actually applied to get a job with the DOC there.
Oh. Are
Yeah,
they
so
doing interviews now?
Yeah, so I've got an interview that's coming up soon.
Okay. Well, good luck for you.
Oh, thanks.
Here you go. It's in the food tray.
Okay. I got it. Thanks for that.
Thank you.
There a good
Bye-bye.
spot to sit and eat around here? Not really. I might just eat in my rental car. Oh, well, thanks anyway.
I'm so sorry, because we're waiting for them to like make this place into a restaurant for us, but they say it's gonna take like maybe a month or two. Gonna take a
Okay.
while.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh, be cool when it opens then.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, alright, I'll see you around. Hopefully I'll be around here more often if I get a job at the prison.
Yeah. Alright, take care, bye bye.
Yeah,
Good luck.
bye. Oh, 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 that just happened. Hi, how's it going?
Not bad. Yourself?
Yeah, alright. Yeah, my name's Anna. I'm here for an interview.
Let me look at this here.
Yeah, I'm a bit early actually, to be honest, so I can just wait around in here if I need to.
I'm gonna be real, I have nothing else planned, so I can run it now.
I think Tom Wolf was planning to meet me, but yeah, I'm not sure if he's around yet. Sorry,
That
what's your
would be
name?
myself.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So, yeah. Real quick, do you have any ID on you?
Would do.
It would just, like, flash it on the desk.
Sorry, did you say put it on the desk?
Just, give it a quick, like, flash.
Can't. So struggling with that. I might need a...
Make sure it's not in a wallet, and then just kind of,
okay.
use it.
Okay, got it. It was just stuck in my wallet.
Yeah, that happens. Okay. Just wanna follow me?
Sure.
And then we're gonna take a little shortcut.
Have you had many applicants here recently?
I mean, there was a big influx last week, to be fair, for some reason.
Okay.
I think we brought 4 new people on last week. I'm just gonna say take a seat on here, because there's no chair opposite the desk. Just give me 1 second to bring up your paperwork. Okay, so welcome to your interview. You good to go?
Yeah, all good.
Oh, why don't you start by telling me a bit about yourself?
Okay, well, my name's Chaikelson. From Australia originally, but moved here with my family when I was 12, and yeah, I was living in Washington State, and yeah, my dad got a job at the prison there in Monroe, so we were living there. Yeah, so I did high school there. After that, I went to Seattle, did a bit of college study, like some liberal arts stuff, but yeah, I found that wasn't really helpful for getting a job, so I decided to do some study as a carer and yeah, like nursing assistant type thing. So did work as a carer in nursing homes for a couple of years, but I got a lot into music though, and yeah, I was in a band for a bit, but yeah, we were together for a couple of years and had a few gigs, and I was doing casual work on the side with that, but yeah, the band, yeah, it didn't really work out, creative differences, all that kind of thing. So yeah, that finished up last year and moved back with my parents for a few months. And yeah, my brother told me that, yeah, it might be good for me to try starting out in this new city here, and there might be opportunities working in the prison. So yeah, I thought I'd come here and give it a shot.
Okay. Also, heads up if there's any like pauses after. It's because I'm still tapping your response in.
Yep, no worries.
I mean, you kind of touched on it in your last one. A lot of these questions kind of link together. Why would you like to join the Department of Corrections?
Yeah, my dad and my brother, they've both worked in corrections for a long time, and I don't know. I guess I've just heard them talk about it a lot and how they find it really rewarding, and they like having a sense of purpose that it gives them and giving service to the community. And it's, yeah, that's something that I'd like to be a part of. I mean, the jobs I've done in the past, they just haven't quite felt right for me. And I don't know, there's just something about this job. I think, well, maybe it is something that's, something that I could actually do well in and, put my heart into and turn it into like a proper career rather than, doing these, crappy dead end jobs. And I don't know, I want to do something that's a bit more of service to the community as well. And I also want something challenging, and I feel like this job can give me that.
Okay, and can you describe what you think the role of an officer in the DOC is?
Oh, and part of it is making sure that people are kept safe in the prison and trying to manage conflicts, and also making sure people are kept where they're supposed to be and making sure everything's secure. And I think that's the main part of it.
And what do you think you're suited for this role?
Well, I'm very diligent. I'm hardworking, and this is something that I really want to do as well. And I have experience in managing with people, and I've done some jobs like bartending and hospitality, and like sometimes you have to manage difficult people in those situations, and sometimes dealing with aggressive customers, and also with the nursing home stuff, you have to look after people, care for their basic needs, make sure they're fed and looking after themselves, and sometimes having to, I guess you'd have to make sure that they're where they're supposed to be and not wandering around getting lost. And also sometimes having to move them from place to place, like to appointments or between hospitals, things like that. But I also care about looking after people, and just that's pretty much it.
Okay, I mean, the next question is, do you have any work experience that may be beneficial? I'm just going to skip over it because you just answered that.
Yeah, sorry, jumping ahead maybe.
No, that's all right. It means I have to type less. What would you say your biggest weakness is?
Well, I feel very deeply about things at times, and I want to do a good job. So sometimes I can be a bit rough on myself if things don't go 100% to plan. So, but I don't know. I work through that, and I just keep going.
Okay. How do you take criticism?
As long as it's done politely, I'm okay with it. It's and if people are being very rude, I might not take that as well. But if it's warranted and it's something that helps me to improve, then yeah, I'm more than happy to receive feedback.
Okay, and the next part is there are like a few scenarios. For all of these, assume you're tired. Whilst you're not going to know the ins and outs of what we would do, we'll just answer them how you think what you think the best thing would be, and just answer them to the best of your ability.
Okay.
So you are on duty. You see two inmates conversing in the yard, and they look around quite suspiciously before, one hands off a package. The one with the package walks into a cell block, and the other walks to the other side of the yard. What do you do?
Okay. I think first I'd just take a scope of things and remember where people are, or if there's other people around or on duty, and I don't know. I mean, assuming that there isn't other help around, but I guess I would go on radio first and see if there's other people and let them know what's going on, and then I'd probably go follow the guy who got the package and follow where he went, and if I thought it could potentially be a weapon, I would probably get a weapon out myself and then go in carefully and look around for try to find the guy. And once I found him, I would say, hey, I need to search you because I think you've got something on you. And I'd try, assuming he complies, I'd do a search, and if I couldn't find anything, then I'd probably check around the block. I don't know, maybe I'd have to cuff him or something and just keep in the cell block, and then go check out the other guy, see if he's got something on him as well. Guess if I don't find anything, I'd do a report afterwards and let people know something suspicious happened.
Okay, so this next one. You come on duty on a busy Saturday. There's a lot of inmates out their cells. You are notified by a fellow guard that another guard was last seen going into a cell block 10 minutes ago and has become unresponsive over radio. So it's you, the one who's told you, and the one in the cell block, and a lot of inmates around. What do you do?
Yeah, that's a tricky one, because you probably need at least one person to keep an eye on the other inmates, or maybe you'd want to stick together rather than split up. So I would suggest that both of us, so it's just three of us. No, I would suggest that the two of us go into the cell block and investigate to try look for the other guy, and then I don't know if that's something you'd have to mention to call to outside help. Like maybe you'd call the police or something and be like, hey, guy's not responding, could be something serious, and see if they can help out. Maybe they can come look after manage the other inmates while we're trying to look for the other guy.
Okay, so let's say you're leading a transport of a group of high-value inmates through the city. So we'll say, I don't know, fresh batch of lifers have just been shipped over to the island. You make it about halfway through the city when the transport is attacked by heavy gunfire. PD are already there, but they're getting mowed down. What do you do?
YouTube, does that happen?
It has happened once before.
Hey, that's good to know. So I'm in
But that was
that
like
kind of
9 months ago.
Okay. So people are getting mowed down, the transport's being attacked, and I'm leading it. So
Yeah, you're driving the bus with all the inmates in.
the bus, okay. Whereas I would check what else is going on. Like if there's other people there to support, like other vehicles around, then yeah, but if everyone's getting mowed down, maybe it's safest just to keep moving and try and get out of there. Yeah, I think I'll just try to keep going where we're trying to get to and try to get out of the situation.
Okay, and one final one here. It's a bit of a lengthy one. I do need to clarify that this has never happened because people keep thinking it does. And me explaining it like this really doesn't help its case, but this is purely hypothetical. Or to be fair, all of these except the last one was. You are, you're in your cadet phase. You have a former captain, John Castle. He's teaching you the ropes. You're both patrolling the yard when an inmate punches Captain Castle. He puts the inmate in cuffs, and the inmate decides to spit in Captain Castle's face. Castle tells you to back up and punches the inmate in the throat, making them fall to the ground like a sack of potatoes. Captain Castle then takes out his baton and starts beating the inmate whilst they are in cuffs and on the ground. At this point, the inmate's skull is showing obviously from the beating, and Captain Castle shows no intent to stop. What do you do?
That's a tough one. Really hope I don't get put in that kind of situation, but
Yeah, that's never happened, and hopefully never will.
Okay. Well, I guess I would be attempting to tell him to back off and stop during that, but I'm guessing he wasn't listening during that, so what would I do after that? I suppose I would try to get assistance from someone else, like call on radio and be like, hey, we need some medical help here, or maybe another guard around to help calm this guy down.
But this whole time, he's still beating that inmate.
Okay. I guess I have to attempt to stop him somehow, but if I'm a cadet and he's an experienced CO, that could be a bit tricky. But maybe I would have to
What does your gut say?
Let's see, it feels like a situation I'd need to use like a taser or something, or maybe just tap him on the head to try to snap him out of it at least.
So which would you go for? Would you tase him or would you tap him? And again, this inmate is still, being beaten.
Right. I think taser, because that's probably less likely to do serious damage, but should at least interrupt him.
Okay, what are you doing after he's tased? Yeah, he's on the ground now, no longer beating the inmate. Then what?
I'd make sure there's no other threats in the area, like, no other inmates around that are causing trouble. I'd probably, check on the inmate, see what first aid I can give, and, calls for some sort of medical support.
Okay, that is the end of the scenario-based questions. There's a few more here, but they're just like simple statements. All of them but one are yes and no. Are you aware of what the chain of command is, like as a concept?
I have a rough idea about it. You have people with different levels of authority and, different roles, like got like warden, deputy warden, and, senior officers, sergeants. You report up to people in the line of chain of command.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And do you agree to follow the chain of command?
Yeah, of course.
And are you aware that any type of corruption will result in being arrested and charged?
Yeah, that seems like a no-brainer.
And I'm pretty sure you have both of these, but are you aware that you need to have a driver's license and a weapons license in order to work for the DOC?
Yeah, that's right. I've got that already.
And that is the end of my questions. Do you have anything?
Yeah, what do you like most about the job?
What do I like most about the job? I like enabling, obviously, I mean, my job's very different to a normal CO's, but I like very much enabling our staff to do what they want to help, inmates out in rehabilitation.
Yeah, I was curious, like, what kind of stuff do you do for rehabilitation here? I know at the prison that, my dad works at, they used to have this, kind of college education type stuff, but I think it got sort of cut back or shut down a few years ago, but yeah, it was pretty helpful at the time.
Ours is mostly like work-based and levels you can pick up on the job, such as, farming, cooking. I mean, you can be a bus driver, but no one really wants to go for that one. But there's other stuff. The more I don't want to say punitive, but like there's less skills to it. More like people clean, like do laundry, all that stuff.
Okay, well,
So it's
something at least.
they're always doing something.
Good to keep busy.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice? If I get the job, like, what's your advice for people doing this?
Understand there are slow days and there are busy days, and it's perfectly fine to get burnt out every few weeks. Like, honestly, taking a break is the biggest thing you can do. So you're not. Some people think they need to constantly be around, and then that ends up, messing with them when they're not in the mindset to be around.
Okay, no, that's good to keep in mind.
Yeah, I mean, there's very few consistently active people because someone's on a break at any given time.
Okay, yeah. I think my only other question is like, how soon could I expect a response? I mean, an answer about the job interview. I'm not sure how soon to follow up, or if I should just, sit on it for a bit.
So the interesting thing is we have 4 people total that deal with hiring and stuff. Myself, the deputy warden, another sergeant, and a corporal. Now, weirdly enough, 3 of those people are all away currently. So it's quite literally just me.
All right.
Whether that be annual leave or medical reasons. I mean, it puts me in an interesting position. Because, I mean, yeah, we've done it before. Well, what I am going to say is congratulations on your interview. Would you be interested in a job?
Oh, yes.
Oh, there we go. Honestly, if I wait for the other people to respond, we're going to be sitting here for probably about a week or 2.
Okay. No, that's great. Yeah, it's nice not to have to wait. Yeah, I was
So
thinking I would have to get it.
Yeah, I'm just going to pull the gun on that one.
Okay, nice.
They can complain after, but I'm pretty sure they would all also say yes, given what you've said. So, do you don't happen to conveniently be in the government worker email chain, do you?
No, I've pretty much got to the city a few days ago, so I'm very new here.
I will text you something real quick. Once you've joined that, I can just hit hire. Did you manage to accept that?
Yeah, I've accepted it.
And then let me know if anything changes in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, looks different.
Boom, there you go. You will get an actual welcome message in there sometime soon. I was going to say, there's like a welcome letter in there and stuff, and some SOPs you can read over to give yourself an idea of stuff before you're onboarded.
Okay, I'll check it
But
out.
I'm gonna be real. They're not the most up to date.
All right.
So there's an MDW on the way. I will get you to, grab one of them that you can access anywhere. And you should be able to look at this MDW here. That one just there. And if everything's correct, you see your name in the top corner and the department insignia. Right.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, there we go. Go on to your like 3 bars at the top
Yep, all right.
and generate external link.
Okay, that's sent.
And then also go to Documents, Department of Corrections, right at the bottom. And then right at the bottom of those documents, there'll be Standard Operating Procedures and the welcome letter. It is the exact same stuff that's in the email chain, but this one's up to date. And obviously, you know,
Okay.
you can read that whenever at home or wherever.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, someone will reach out for your onboarding. I'm gonna be real, given the state of P&T at the moment, it'll probably be me again.
All right.
But no, congratulations.
Oh, thanks. This is really good. I'm looking forward to starting here.
Yeah, it's all good. I figured it's probably better just to hire you than wait like 2 weeks for someone else to say yes.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
That's all good.
All right, so just wait to find out when I'm doing onboarding then.
Yeah, someone will reach out to you. It'll probably be me in a couple of days. I would give it, probably about 2 days' time. I'll probably send a text.
Yeah, okay, cool. Are you normally around at these sort of hours, or does it vary?
I'm around essentially 24 hours a day.
Okay, good.
It depends where I'm needed.
Okay, do you have any more questions for me?
I do not know.
Okay, good. Well, yeah, I guess I'll head off then and talk to you later. Okay, see ya.
See you.
Guys, I got the job.